Good morning. Yeah, I'm still at it. So now I have the stock strained and I'm going to put it in these 2-cup containers. Don't fill it all the way up because when you put it in the freezer, liquids expand, so you need a little header room so you don't burst the container. And then I'm going to pick through the meat. See all this meat? I'm going to pick through it and then make a rice casserole with it. I know there's some bones that need to go in the garbage. Dogs can't eat these. Not too shabby. That's all the meat I pulled out of the bones. I'm going to pop this in the fridge. I threw the bones out. Moses got some cartilage, which he loves. And I'm going to dispense the stock. Well, there it is. To be frank, these SureFit containers from Dollar Tree, the lids suck. The bottoms are really nice, but the lids don't really stay on. There's no snap. There's nothing. So I'm going to let them cool to room temperature, and then I'll bring, let's see, 2, 4, 7 of them to the freezer. And the very last one that only has a portion of the 2 cups, I'll use up this week. I'll put that in the fridge. I'm probably going to put it in a different container because this will spill. Look at that. The base is nice and sturdy, but the lids are crap. So if you're trying to put something in the freezer, do not use these containers. I will absolutely note that in my haul as well. They're really more like for leftovers in the fridge. That's the extent of them. But I got it done, so I'm going to let them cool, and then I'll put them on a tray and bring them down to the downstairs freezer. But first I'll label them, and I have a couple of other things to label, like the sour cherries. And yeah, so I got it done. That's the important part. Alright, these are going into the freezer. I have them labeled and dated, and yeah, 7 2-cup containers. So Polly goes, I bought some mushrooms. Look at the size of these mushrooms. These are buttons. So I'm going to saute some mushrooms up. Pulled out the biggest pan I have. A little bit of coconut oil, and I'm just going to cook them up and then take them out and then make some caramelized onions as well. We might have some tonight with mushroom Swiss burgers, bunless mushroom Swiss burgers, and maybe a side of veggies, and then we can have some later in the week because we have lots of turkey to use this week, but we're just gonna take a little break from turkey today. Maybe. Yeah, well, there's a turkey in the kitchen or in the living room. Now, I know I've mentioned this before, but I love mushrooms, and I love cooking mushrooms, and I love mushrooms and coconut oil with black pepper and garlic, which is what these mushrooms are. I'm going to let them go a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to take them out and get the onions sauteed, which I have already cut up and ready to go, waiting. So what I did is I added a splash of stock just to get the juices going, and then as they rendered off their liquids, they absorb some of the flavor of the turkey stock, and now I've added more black pepper and a little bit of garlic. So I'm going to keep mixing it so they get a little crispy edge on both sides, and we're going to pile them up on some bread-free burgers. Mushrooms all done, resting, and onions in the pan. Yum yum. House smells awesome. So there's dinner. It's mushroom Swiss burger with sauteed onions and mushrooms, some green beans, the last of our green beans from the freezer from our garden. I have some ketchup and horseradish sauce, which is what I like, no bread, and a big glass of water. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you so much for stopping by and keeping us company. We'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everyone.